Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look and flipping through the Green Glyphs Lenormand deck. This is a part of the Green Glyphs Divination collection by James R.E. Eads that we had looked at previously. So we're going in depth with this deck today. It is currently on Kickstarter right now. This is going to be $30 on the Kickstarter price, but will be retailing for $35 when the Kickstarter is over. All the links will be down in the description box below where you can check it out and back it should you want to. So with that being said, let's take a look. I have been enjoying it. I am still learning Lenormand. I am terrible at it, but this deck has made it more digestible. It includes 41 cards and an 80-page guidebook. And just like all of the decks in the collection, the packaging is magnetic. We have those wonderful glyphs representing the Lenormand symbols. And inside we have the guidebook, a ribbon, we have the cards, and then here's the inlay. All right, so on the card back, we have the same style, same color, just the Lenormand glyphs instead of like the tarot or the runes. Then we have the gold holographic foiling, and then we will get into the cards right after we get into this guidebook. So it gives you a lot of information here on how to learn Lenormand, what to do, how to go about it. There's a lot here, which is fantastic because, again, like I said, I know hardly anything about it. I know that there's a specific way that you have to lay the cards out, and there is that tableau that is crazy with all of the cards. So I am not yet there, but again, this makes it so much more digestible. But we do have a lot of information on how to start. We do have like a poem here that helps you with how to lay out the cards too. And then we have reading in pairs. We have the Lenormand poetry, and then reading triplets, chaining and mirroring, and then reading in a line. Then we go to painting the portrait, using the inset pips, so the little cards, adding depth, counting the pips, and then the grand tableau, houses, colors and knightings. So the colors of the cards. The unfortunate cards have an overwhelming amount of orange, while the positive cards are gold or yellow. Notice where they fall in the tableau. If there are clusters, they can represent pockets of good or bad energy. And a group of unfortunate cards are surrounded by surrounding a positive card. Take note of which house that card falls in. It may be a warning. So it's very cool that there's a lot of information here. Like I said, learning Lenormand for me is very overwhelming, but there's so many good steps in here and ways to utilize this guidebook to help you learn. So again, like I said, I am learning, but it is being very interesting to play around with it. And then it goes into each of the card meanings. And then what was this in the back here? Green Glyphs Game of Hope. So it's a little game. And then we have the acknowledgements. So now that that is looked at, let's go ahead and bring you in closer so we can take a look at the cards. So just like all of the other cards in the collection, we have the number, the title, and the glyph. These are a matte too. The cardstock is just the same as all the other ones. It's very nice and sturdy, thicker, matte. I believe the size is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. I know you guys have been asking me to review more Lenormand decks. I will definitely, order them, especially the newer releases. If you guys want to see those, please let me know in the comments. I just don't really have an opinion yet because I don't really know what I'm looking for to critique or to highlight. So if that is something that you're looking for, I need to continue to learn first. I can give you an opinion of what I feel about the cards, but as far as, whether they hit the mark or missed the mark, I could not tell you. But I like what James is doing with this, with the color. It definitely helps. And we'll get to it too, but there are different genders in here, which is fantastic for those who don't really subscribe to one gender or don't feel comfortable reading a specific gender. So that was really nice to see the inclusivity of that. Also, the cross as well, you can kind of read it however you want to read it. Like, it's a religious thing, I believe, in the earlier Lenormand decks, but now, you know, some people aren't following that particular religion. So I really like his attention to inclusivity and, you know, being very aware of who is, you know, purchasing the decks. It's very awesome to see that. I love the fox. All of these decks together feel very cohesive. I love that they can all work together. It's just been a pleasure to, you know, work with and play around with and learn with. I'm very happy with all of them. The one ring to rule them all. Anytime I see a ring, that's all I think about. It's I'm a very huge Lord of the Rings fan, if you do not know. And it's been forever since I've read the books. But we make it a point in this household to watch the whole extended version series once a year. So we have the gentleman, the lady, the person, which I appreciate so much. The gentleman again, the lady again, and the person. Love this version of the sun. That's so cool. So here's the cross. And the last one, the albatross. They're the different numbers, yes. Oh no, they're the same numbers. So I think that's what they were saying. So instead of using the cross, you can use the albatross. So that's what I really like, is that you have the option in this deck. If something makes you uncomfortable or it's not your cup of tea, you can swap it out. So I don't have an issue shuffling these decks. I think for me, the hardest one just physically is the tarot deck to shuffle that way, just because there's a lot more cards. So it's just a little bit more awkward for me. But I don't have an issue shuffling any of them really. Ooh, what was that one? We're going to read for the house. Okay, number 4. The house. So energy is neutral. Then we have home, family, landlord, establishment, domestic, tradition, privacy, and indoors. So example combinations. If you have a house and the tree, it's spiritual family or family growth. A house and a bouquet would be an elegant house. A book in a house would be a family secret. House and a cross would be church. House and a tower would be an apartment building. So it's very cool to see the different utilizations of the different ways of combining them. But yeah, like I said, very digestible information, very easy to sit here and read through the information and actually take it in. Because sometimes for me, like if I'm trying to learn something new, like for instance, a game, like a board game, trying to read through those instructions, my mind goes blank. I'm like, what did I just read? I don't understand any of this at all. So kudos to James for like letting me learn in a way that is understandable for me. So if I can sit through and learn it, you guys can. I am very happy with this. So this is going to be my learning deck for Lenormand. Hopefully in the near future, I will be able to be well versed enough to where, you know, if we did more unboxings of Lenormand decks, I could tell you why I like something and why I don't, and my opinions on them. But yes, as far as now, I am nowhere near well versed at all. So with that being said, I would love to know what you guys think of this deck, especially those of you who know Lenormand and practice with it or practice with it regularly. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions to get a perspective on it, because as of right now, the only other Lenormand deck I have is the cute Lenormand. So, and I haven't really played around with that too often. So all that to say, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. I totally love hearing and enjoy hearing from you guys and getting your guys' thoughts. It really is very interesting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much to James and team for sending this deck and collection our way, so that way we can play around and take a look with it. I am so stoked. I've been really enjoying this whole collection. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.